Making sure everyone's, yeah, we're on the right spot. Welcome to Biscuit Tin RPG, everyone. Home of biscuits, tins, and RPGs. And obviously Tales from the Gate, which we're starting tonight. Just a little quick shout out to our silent sponsor, Storytellers Forge. If you haven't already checked out or pre ordered the Black Ballad, now's the time to do so. They just did fulfillment on PDFs for backers. And we do have word that books are coming right along. Everything's been paid for, and we're getting revved up for some stuff in the future that I'm not allowed to talk about. So I'm not going to do that because I am awesome. But anyway, no, we've released some new stuff here at Biscuit Tin RPG as well. One of which we are going to actually showcase for you all this evening and over the next few sessions. And it is Twilight's Gambit. I would tell you the rest of the title, but I don't want to set them up for anything but failure. So, hey, hey, that's not child approved. We don't have time for that. And I don't have subtitles down here for you with your potty mouth, okay? But the point being is we've got a lot of releases out. We've got the Chaos Ken, which is playing into this already very heavily. We have Twilight's Gambit. We have Blood Magic, which isn't here, but it should be, and it probably will be at some point. I'm not going to, no spoilers. But anyway, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump back in with a recap from the first session. This is session 2, Tales from the Gate, session 1. The group has met up in a new world of wonder that exists inside, outside, around the void? Mm. Point is, only one of them was living here, and the others stumbled in by chance, and now they are having breakfast with Biscuit, whom is the brother of Grits. So that's fun. Anyway, what will happen next? Since it seems this entire party is made out of bastard. That is the exact thing I wrote for the recap. I hope you all enjoyed that. So, without further ado, where we last left off, you were all having a lovely breakfast, courtesy of one Biscuit, the kobold. So, I gotta stay out of my own chat because you guys are ruthless. But anyway, Biscuit kind of breaks the weird silence of you all eating and just kind of hands you all like, "Hey, here's a map. I posted the map in our Discord, so you guys can take a look at it. That is my first gate as it appears in my brain. So good luck deciphering all of that. Um, while you're kind of sitting there, just talking amongst yourselves or silently staring at your food, wondering how it's so good, despite the fact that you know how he made it. Um, he looks at you all and just simply goes, "Hey, um, you're all fairly new here, yeah?"
I don't think that one is. This is all.
Well, my point is you could do with a little bit of influence. Influence goes a long way here in the game.
Sure.
Okay, but okay, Biscuit, you gotta tell me, is the murder part really not flexible? Because that seems a little constrictive.
Look, Grits. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not impossible to get away with it, and it depends on where you go. But if you are
Grit's
ever
fully like
if you're ever tagged
go
as
ahead.
a target or a suspect by the guards, they will catch you. So it's flexible-ish.
So don't get caught.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
I'm good at that part. Sometimes.
Mm, sure, sis. Sure. But anyway, I know a guy that needs some stuff done on the hush hush. He seems something's been misplaced, and he's looking for some people to discreetly track it down. And there is a substantial amount of money, and the fact that this is one of the upper crust sort of fellas, if you catch my drift. A lot of influence. Get your name out there in the right places with the right people, more jobs start opening them up, and more opportunities in general. So, what do you say?
I mean, sure, but you saw us and your first thought was discreet. So I'm already worried.
So at this point right here,
I'm really discreet.
while you two are saying that, like Biscuit literally kind of ignores all of you and approaches a non-existent camera. He walks out from behind the stall, the food stall that he's in, and he just looks directly off somewhere and just goes, "Honestly, it didn't matter what they said they could and couldn't do. I was doing it as a favor because I owed somebody. Who knows what they would do, whether they would fail or succeed. The point is, that's Gritz's problem, not mine." And then he walks back around the thing
Yeah.
like nothing happened. And he's like, "So, what do you guys say? You're in? You're in?"
I guess.
Perfect. So, and he just,
Oh, hold on. Wait.
yeah,
Excuse me. Just because those two said yes doesn't mean we're all in. That's only 50% of the people you're asking to do this. First off. Second off, you want us to do this, you'll owe me a favor. Because I heard what you just said.
what do you mean?
You know what I mean.
Moriarty hands over a transcript of everything that Biscuits just said to the camera.
I would like to know how much money we are being offered.
That's not up to me. As he's sitting there and he just starts eating the transcript. Also, this is all gibberish. None of this makes any sense. Nom nom nom. The point is he's put out word with some people in the underworld, as it were, that he's looking for people to assist. And I figured, whether you're discreet or not, if you manage to succeed at this, you make a name for yourselves, and I look good as kind of your bookie, so to speak. Yeah, that's right. You guys are basically a horse race.
I have a question for our illustrious storyteller.
I don't know who you're talking about, but go ahead.
Does Grits know about Gravy?
Yeah,
Gravy's current status? Okay.
yeah. You would have heard about it through the grapevine somehow. It's not like the tribe is ever really out of contact with each other.
Biscuit,
Yeah.
is there a chance I'll go like Gravy if I do this?
I mean, I would hope you wouldn't run into anyone that would skin you and turn you into a shield.
You know what I mean?
So strange.
No, this is just like an investigation sort of thing. You shouldn't have to worry about any of that. He walks around and he puts on like a chef fedora and he goes, "I don't know if what I just said was true, but it sounded good at the time." And then he walks right back
Grits
to
is
the
going to like grab something off the table, anything random, and just chuck it at Biscuit's head.
He just
Wait,
dodges it.
no.
Huh?
She shoves it down her bag so it drops out on him.
Hey, that's cheating.
No, it's not. You gave me this.
I
Your
know.
fault. Your fault.
I gotta put a.
Did you get the fingers I sent you last week, by the way?
I did. You didn't label them, so I don't know what they're from. So I have them in the mystery meat section.
I think they were from a hag. I don't know. I kill a lot of things. Okay,
Oh.
yeah, sure. Why not? Hey, Pretty Doll, are you coming with us?
I suppose.
Where do we go, Biscuit?
He grabs the map that he put out and he goes, "Right here. You're gonna head up to the Gate Estates on the on the southernmost edge, you'll be asking for a Lord Alaric. He will be the one that is doing a thing. He's probably throwing a swanky party right now, so like don't be the problem this moment, but just let his house staff know that you're there for discreet matters. Actually, maybe not say it that way. I don't know what that dude's into. Just tell him you're there about the job.
Okay.
We'll
Sweet.
tell him that a kobold in a chef's hat told us to go somewhere, and now here we are.
I mean, if you want to look
I'm
like a
sure
fool,
that
go
happens
ahead.
a lot around here.
I will.
don't think he needs any help
I
with
will.
that.
I will tell you this: to get there the quickest, you're gonna want to go. Instead of going directly into the elf and fey area, and those of fey blood, you're gonna want to take a left at that street. That's gonna lead you directly into the dwarven settlements. You're gonna take a right on the second street there, and then a left through the orcs, and then you'll end up right at the southeast edge of the estates. I know that this map doesn't make any sense, but the routes change every day, and I have one of these, so it's helpful. And he holds up this.
He's just drawing on the map, and it's like, did you mean to make this shape on the map, or is that just happenstance?
Oh, that's some leftover stew. He wipes it off. Oops. Anyway, so he wipes off the map and he goes, "You just go this way," and he just pulls out like a crayon and he just colors it. And the way that he's doing it, just so that everyone can see, I'm gonna go ahead and do it on the actual Roll20 here, and then regret my life choices later. Here we go. We're gonna use a nice red one. He goes, "So we're gonna leave from here, and you're gonna go up this way. You're gonna cut through the marketplace. You're gonna take a left here, which you'd think you'd go to the void, but nope. You're gonna come out right here." So you're going to take a right here, and then you're going to come through there, and then you're going to go all the way up through here. But the thing is you're not actually going to go through there. You're going to end up right here. Boop, boop. There you go.
Uh-huh.
And that's how you navigate First Gate. Today.
Grits is like cleaning her teeth
Yeah.
with a lance and doesn't seem to be paying any attention to that explanation.
Or you can get one of the bins to help you. They're usually pretty good about leading people around. But or
Really,
you can
We do
hire the
have one we need
Misguided
to
League.
meet.
Huh?
We do have one we need to meet.
42 is over
Oh.
there.
Oh, 42 is going to try to take you to the bars.
Okay.
You said this lord is probably throwing a party. Well, just tell him that the party has free booze and trick him into taking us there.
He doesn't do estates. That
Then
won't
we
work.
just leave the bot. It's not a big deal.
Anyway,
right?
yeah, just take that path, and or you can hire one of the Misguided League. They're able to know what's going on like every day. That's who I talk to in the morning.
Misguided leak.
Yep, Misguided League actually has the patent on these compasses here. I did a few favors for them a while back. That's why I get one. And no, you can't have it. Puts it in his pocket. These are exceedingly hard to come by.
Okay. Well, perhaps we should be on our way then.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Let's.
Grits actually like wants to slide over to Biscuit and just say quietly, "So, by the way, what are the chances of, say, I don't know, an aberration finding the way to this place?" Just out of curiosity.
I mean, they're classified as immortal-ish, yeah, most of the time. They don't really have lifespans. So they're probably here, but they stick to the immortal settlements, and they kind of tool around wherever they want, but even gods have to follow the rules here.
Good. Okay. All right, we can go now.
Okay. So you snuck out this time for real, didn't you?
Listen, it told me not to touch the portal. That made me want to touch the portal more. And then you encouraged it. So I touched the portal. But now I'm remembering that there was supposed to be something very, very bad about the anger that would come from that thing when I touched it. So,
This is the danger. Don't
Oh.
go near the immortal settlement. That's all I'm saying. Stay as far away from there as possible, because while they can't kill you, they can do a ton of other things. They still are very powerful beings.
Oh, Biscuit, is that your way of offering to let me stay with you? Of course I accept. I'll be back after we finish this stuff.
I'm assuming you just walk off as Biscuit goes, what?
Yep. Yeah, just gonna go. We're gonna go over to the others. Like, okay, I'm ready to go.
Okay, I've got to deliver a message quickly. All right, so you all kind of follow the path that he drew, and strangely enough, it works. You end up passing roughly, because where he was pointing at is like, as you remember, the way that this world works is it's not a straight line, and you don't see, oh, just the tops of the buildings and there's the horizon. It folds up kind of like this, so you can always see the top of the door frame, no matter where you are. However, you end up going through this, and each step you take through this meandering path that makes no sense is miles closer. It doesn't make any sense why it's working that way, but it does. Fast travel is a thing here, so that's pretty cool. If only we had the rights to Skyrim music, I would totally use it. But unlike Todd Howard, this actually works. So,
Wow.
yeah, just because I like the game doesn't mean I like the guy.
Mhm.
So you end up making your way up to the edge, the southeast edge of the Gate Estates, which is the very posh neighborhood. You've seen the settlements that you were passing through. There's some big ones there. There are actually castles in the settlements and stuff like that too, with the wealthier people. But the Gate Estates put all of that to shame. Not only is it bigger, like housing in general, but the it seems like technology is sufficiently advanced here. There's stuff that you're like, that's obviously magic. People are walking around like talking into devices with their hand like this up to their head. And you're like, oh, fancy sending stone. But then they hit a button and it turns off and you see blinking lights and flashing screens. The more you see of this place, the less it makes sense. So think of mixing like, I don't know, early second century aesthetics with today's technology. That's kind of what you're dealing with as you're walking through this. So you make it all the way up there, and you eventually find Silvervein Manor, which is where Biscuit told you Alaric lived. Silvervein Manor stands as a grand architectural marvel on the edge of First Gate's Lentil District in the Gate Estates. Its towering spires and opulent facade showcasing the wealth and influence of its owner, Lord Alaric Silvervein. The exterior is adorned with intricate carvings and silver accents reflecting the family's prestigious standing in the city. The estate's expensive gardens feature meticulously manicured hedges, vibrant flower beds, and a pristine fountain at the center. Inside the manor, as you walk in, boasts lavish ballrooms adorned with ornate chandeliers and exquisite tapestries, which chronicle the Silvervein family's illustrious history. So that's just for your future information as you walk in. You walk up to the door. What are you gonna do? You get there.
Worried.
Fritz is gonna knock.
Okay.
Perfect.
It's just gonna go.
Moriarty
Like, it
was
doesn't
like,
even matter.
I'm
Like, she just goes up and starts banging on the door.
worried he was going to knock first because he's probably the most normal looking here, but decides, you know what? Sure, if they can't handle the kobold, whatever.
This is a litmus test for this group. This is fine.
So about
She's also like so tiny, but has a +5 to strength. So I'd say she's knocking pretty loud.
I mean, it's all in what you want to do. If you have a chip on your shoulder and you want the loud knocking, absolutely. So a minute goes by and the door opens, and standing in front of you is a well-dressed, well manicured, like goatee butler. And he goes, yes. How can I help you? He's
Well,
obviously looking at all of you like you do not belong here.
we are here to take the job from Silvervein.
Ah, yes. One moment. Follow me if you would. He opens the door wider, letting all of you come in. As you walk into the building, um, or the mansion, as it were, he leads you through a series of hallways and doors, and you can hear. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah. So as you all arrive at the manor, an imposing structure with the towering spires, as I said previously, the air is thick with the scent of perfumed candles, and the soft melody of a distant harp fills the space. After a couple minutes, the butler had talked to one of the other staffers who went in and retrieved Lord Alric. Lord Alric Silvervein, a tall figure in noble attire, emerges from the crowd to welcome you all. His piercing gaze reflects both concern and composure. Ah, welcome, honored guests, he says with a subtle nod. I have heard of your reputation. Your discretion precedes you.
That's surprising.
We have a
If you were
reputation.
discreet, you wouldn't have heard about
We
I
us in the first
just
place.
got here.
Your contact assured me that you'd do what it took.
Checks out. He seems like he'd lie about anything.
Hey, that's my brother you're talking about.
didn't say we were wrong.
Well, no, but only I can say that stuff about him.
Fine, whatever. Let's go. With a gesture, Lord Silvervein escorts you all to a private chamber adjacent to the ballroom. The room is adorned with priceless art and polished mahogany, and a polished mahogany table sits at its center. Upon the table, under a glass case, once rested an object. Now the case stands empty. He looks at you all and goes, I regret to inform you that my family's cherished heirloom has been stolen. This gem that was stolen holds immense sentimental value. I must implore you to investigate discreetly. The less who knows of this, the better. Here's the key to the chamber.
What
So,
else does it do?
it is a very powerful artifact.
What does it do?
It can lend itself to helping one influence and become affluent as well.
Oh, so it's really important we get this back for you.
Yes.
May I take a
And
look at the case,
discreetly.
please?
Huh?
May I take a look at the case, please, as Moriarty starts reaching into his bag and pulling out some
So,
basic.
yeah, as he's sitting there, he just hands you the key. It's a finely wrought key, and he points to the adjacent room, and he goes, "This is where it happened. Discover the truth, recover the gem, and you shall be richly rewarded. Ensure the city remains ignorant of this incident, and my gratitude will know no bounds." And as you all step into the room, the door closes behind you, leaving you alone with the mystery of the stolen gem in Silverstein's discreet manner.
Gritz like looks back at the closed door. He didn't even give us time to ask more questions. He doesn't know how an investigation works, clearly. No wonder the gem got stolen.
Also, he seems very focused on the discreet part. He probably doesn't want to let his other guests, you know, see us.
Many people who have earned their wealth through unsavory means not like people knowing about it.
Hmm.
Very true.
That would,
Very
Sucks
it
for
true.
would be
them.
embarrassing for him, I guess.
Anyway, um,
So, what do you all want to do? You have the room where the incident occurred to yourselves.
Is there any like
um,
thing left around? Like any like
Well, you can roll an investigation check.
sure.
I was gonna look at the glass case,
Okay.
and I pull out some fine powder to see if I can pick up any fingerprints or anything like that.
So the first thing you notice as you go to approach the display case is that it's shattered. There's
Oh,
glass that has been just, it looks like it was broken into from the outside.
It's a 13 investigation
Grits.
also.
Okay.
Grits is gonna start ritual casting detect magic.
Okay.
Uh, it'll take about 10 minutes to ritual cast. I just don't want to burn a spell slot on it. Which is 30 feet. 30 feet. Yeah, detecting magic within 30 feet. Blocked by a foot of stone, an inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Gotcha. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and start with Remus. Your investigation shows you that not too far away from the case, something that stands out. You see a figurine of a silver nine-tailed fox. And you notice something that a portrait is slightly ajar. Um, as for the detect magic, you do sense that there's magic around. If you want to try to discern what kind of magic, I need you to roll an Arcana check.
And let me see what my modifier is for that. Let's see. 17.
Okay. Oh, just barely. All right. So the one thing that strikes you as odd is there are hints of fey magic around you. But
Well,
there's also
does
magic.
it
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
does it seem like it's I don't know if there's a way that she can actually tell this, but it doesn't seem like it's been lingering there for quite some time, as in it's attached to an item that's probably still in there. It doesn't seem like it was an after echo of something that's no longer there.
A little bit of column A and a little bit of column B, mostly an after echo. It looks like there was fey magic of some type used um, very recently, but then there's also fey magic that seems to be heading towards that portrait that's slightly ajar.
And does this room have any other exits besides the door we came through? Any like windows,
No,
other doors?
nope.
No.
This room is entirely encased inside the middle of the house.
I go in.
I like to think Grits doesn't notice that painting's ajar, so she is sniffing to follow that fey magic and goes right up to the portrait and still cannot tell it's ajar. And she's like, I mean,
Moriarty goes over
there's some
and
fey magic.
looks behind the painting.
So you actually move the painting a little bit, and you can see that there is, in fact, a secret passage containing a teleportation rune.
Huh.
So
You know, in
is
my experience, usually there's a safe behind one of these. Are there any other paintings? Can I look behind the other paintings?
That is the only one that seems to be ajar. You can look behind the other ones. Are you looking for anything specific?
I'm just looking for other hidden things in the room. Maybe not necessarily related, but Moriarty is very, very nosy.
Got it. Um, Go ahead and roll a percentile for me.
Percentile? That's a D100, right?
Yep.
Okay. Where is there an option for a D100 in Roll20? I mean,
You can roll just about anything in Roll20.
92.
It's the same command. You just change what the yeah.
I meant D&D Beyond, but
All right.
I,
You find behind one of the paintings a small safe.
I take out my thieves' tools.
Okay.
Aren't we supposed to be helping this man? It's something someone else stole.
Well, helping him is one way to get influence. Blackmail is another.
Wow.
I mean,
No.
that's all well and good, but he just left us alone in this room. I don't think you're gonna find blackmail in there. I do think you're gonna find stuff you could steal, and if you
Yeah,
steal
you're
it,
gonna.
well, to be frankly honest, I don't know you, guy. I will gladly rat you out.
Well, no, I'm not taking anything. I just want to see what he has. You know,
Okay.
for future reference.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
What do I need
Um,
to?
yes. You can go ahead and try to sleight of hand open this.
So, do you guys see the and Grits kind of like points to the teleportation stone? I swear I've seen something like it before. I don't remember what it does, but I think we should poke it.
Well, it is for teleporting. I think perhaps we wait before we start poking the magical things.
How long does your detect magic last?
Let me see. Casting time, range, target. Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Okay. You can tell that its magic is spent. It was a one-time use.
Uh,
So even knowing that, she just reaches while locking eyes with it's Remus, right? That's your character's name?
Yeah.
right, yeah.
She fully locks eyes with Remus and just reaches and puts her finger on it.
Well, disappointing.
Just eh,
Does the little figurine I have, is that magical anyway?
No, it is not.
Does it look like it was
Um,
placed here recently?
it does seem completely out of place compared to the ostentatious nature of the rest of this place. Okay, sleight of hand, 18. All right, you managed to open the safe. Inside are what looks like some scattered documents, meticulously put together in a folder of some sort.
Can I read any of it?
Can you read Sylvan?
Well, considering I'm from London, probably not. But let me check. No, does not look like it.
Okay, nope, you can't read anything about it. It just looks like weird, wavy lines to you.
Grits can't see what you're doing. Out of character, I will say Grits does have Sylvan in her language roster.
Want to
She
share
has
with the
a
group?
lot of languages, weirdly.
You got to know how to talk to the people you're about to kill.
Well, she has Common, Draconic, Abyssal, Deep Speech, and Sylvan.
All of those make perfect sense.
Chaos
Radius can
King.
just say, this is a weird language. And then he tucks one of his business cards into the safe at the very back and then closes up the safe again.
Not going to share with the group, Doctor?
Oh, just a folder with some documents in a strange language.
If
me
you say
see.
so.
Oh,
I
okay.
speak a lot of languages. Let me see.
Okay. Here, you don't have any gloves, do you?
I have
Exhibit
claws. Gloves really don't work too well for me. Poke holes in them all the time. I had these really cute gloves that Biscuit somehow sent over to me once, and I really liked them until I put them on and shredded them. Anyway, yeah, no gloves, just give me them.
Here you go.
That really speaks volumes to letting you handle sensitive documents.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Maybe
you
I'll
poke.
just
And he
hold
still
these in
gave
front
them
of
to me.
you.
Is it such a big deal if she doesn't wear gloves, considering you just put your calling card in there, your business card?
Luckily, I want more jobs. If I can prove that I got into his very secure safe, maybe I
It's a
can get
very
more jobs.
secure safe that we let us into.
I mean,
Yes.
I hate to like rain on your parade there, buddy, but he kind of let you into the locked room in the first place. All you did was crack open a safe.
But I respect
Be
the
very
hustle. I
impressive
mean,
because
I'm not gonna.
it'll be very impressive when he finds it in like 5 months from now.
All right. So while
Anyway,
I'm telling you all what Grits is able to read off of that, um, Alouette, I need you to roll a knowledge history when you look at the figurine that Remus is holding.
Okay. History. 17.
All right. So while we're working on that, Grits, you look at this document and it's very beautifully written. It's obviously meant only to be seen by people that can decipher the language. You're not quite sure what to make of it. It looks like a contract. You're not sure what the contract really entails because it looks like it got mixed in with some other paperwork. Um, it's some sort of contract of custodianship um, over a item, and the item itself is not mentioned in the document, and then the rest of the documents you look at look like they're just deeds and basic stuff that he wanted to keep to himself. Nothing of import. The only thing that looked weird was this one piece of a contract.
From what as much as Grits does not like to use her brain cells, she does have them. From what she can gauge from this one portion, is it plausible for her to assume that maybe he was in a contract with at least someone who speaks Sylvan who entrusted him to hold on to the item he's wanting us to get? And that's why he wants it to actually be discreet.
I mean, that's for you to figure out. You can assume whatever you want. This could be completely unrelated, and I'm just throwing you for a loop.
Do I see any like names mentioned? Like you know how in some like legal contracts they'll say, the defendant and then in parentheses the name. Does it do that anywhere?
Um, the names are actually wouldn't be on this particular page. This is just a lot of legal
Oh.
jargon about custodianship, and it looks like it's about to get into what happens if this is failed, but it ends right at the end of the page before you can find out what the item is or what happens if one fails to guard the item or who's involved. You can assume that it has something to do with Lord Alaric, but other than that, unless he's holding on to someone else's piece of contract for leverage for something, you don't know.
did Gertz mention
She
that
kind of
it
like
was fey magic they sensed?
yes, I think she said out loud that there was fey magic in there. And she kind of like waves her hand at the documents, like she, she's kind of like dismissing them because I assumed you're just holding them up with her claws. Um, uh, and just goes, it's stupid business stuff. I don't think it's gonna help us. If anyone does insight, I can roll a persuasion or deception check,
All right.
whether or not
Sure.
Gritz actually like believes it's not useful.
I don't trust you people. Sure.
I like to assume
I
everyone
don't
gets
trust
honest
you
with me.
people.
Um,
You can always trust an honest man, or you can always trust a dishonest man, but not an honest one.
sure.
The
I'll roll
17.
insight.
I'm gonna roll this
Oh,
on
it's an 8.
roll
The
20.
variety is apparently trusting,
All right.
which
Let's
is
see.
weird.
Oh, hey, DM, am I allowed to just send a private message regarding that?
So you can no, I mean what you would do in this instance, since he beat your roll. You would simply, in this case, if you're lying, just be like, you sense that Grits is hiding something, or you're not entirely convinced that they're being honest with you.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I was gonna do it for the mystery factor, so nobody else knew if she was lying or not. But
Yeah. Oh,
uh,
no. In the future, we
she's
can absolutely do that. Yeah.
she's holding back. She believes there's more to that than just you can just put it away.
Alright, then.
I'll talk later. Anyway, let's put these documents back in and close this up.
Is anybody going to investigate
Moriarty
the?
wouldn't have caught that.
Hmm?
Moriarty wouldn't have caught that it was a lie. I beat Moriarty's roll.
I beat
Oh.
the roll.
Yeah.
Where it failed.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Remus beat Grits. Yeah, so Remus knows. Anyone who got above 14 would know.
Did anyone recognize this little silver figurine?
Yes. Alouette, you being the one that's been from around the area, you've heard of a renowned thief known as the Crimson Fox, and that is their calling card.
Alright.
And she remains silent.
Alouette during this entire time has been like getting under whatever she thinks she can viably fit under to look for clues. It's probably entirely useless, but that is what she is doing because she is small.
Well, if not, I'll pocket it, and it looks like it's worth a pretty penny. So, free money. I think.
Okay.
They'll want it back at some point.
Who?
Just feet half underneath the thing. Oh, the thief. They leave
The
cards.
thieves.
Like the other guy. They'll want it back at some point.
They want the. Who's the thief? I'm sorry. You know them? Leaning
Oh.
way too into Reva.
R80 is just over here like, wait, my calling card is literally a card, and this thief is leaving behind solid silver statues?
Well, if they want it back, I mean, maybe they only have one.
Oh no, they have more than one. It's just where's the fun in leaving something when they know that they can have it taken back at any moment? Steal from them twice.
Who is it?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know, but you know that they
I mean,
recognize.
you wouldn't be a very good thief if everybody knew who you were.
You seem to know
There
this
is
is a
such-
thief's calling card, so you know
Yeah.
that much.
Like I know a name, and I know that they're good at what they do.
What's the name?
Why would I know who they
They're
are?
useful.
What
You're
in the
thinking of
pedantic is
information.
going on?
She's
Grits
just
like
actively
Give me
leans
your
in the
pretending.
information.
middle and Grits leans in the middle and waves her hands. Listen, there's this thing, right? It's a concept, it's a reputation. So when you repetitively do a thing, you become known for said thing. So probably he got the name because he's been doing this thing. And since he's been doing this thing and he got the name from it, people know about those things but not who he is. So Alouette doesn't know who he is. Does that make sense?
It looked.
Why am
the
I
way
explaining this? I have
The
like
way
one
she was
brain
saying it
cell.
sounded like she had a name attached to the thief. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I assume so, but that doesn't mean I know it.
believe he
Why
was
do only the
asking
short
what the
people in this group
show
make
Any
sense?
size.
lead at this point would be useful. We have a
don't know.
deactive teleportation circle and a stolen case item from a case that's broken. That is all we got.
I mean, we also have paper until they put it back.
I don't know what the paper said.
Mm.
I can't read it.
Anyway,
Alouette's going back under whatever dresser she's currently in. This is no longer interesting to her.
You see anything down there? Or are you just
I don't
scrounging
know, DM.
around?
Do I see anything interesting under there?
I mean, you just keep
just gonna
following
go
the
join
path
her.
back to the teleportation circle, but other than that, no. There's not even so much as lint on the carpet here. It is so pristinely
Aw.
clean outside of the shattered glass case.
Can I go look at the teleportation circle? Is it like someone wrote it down recently, or is it like one that's been there a long time?
What was the question?
Is like the chalk or whatever this teleportation circle is made of? How long has it been there? It looks
Oh,
like.
it's a stone.
It,
It's a
it,
stone.
it's a rune, so it was drawn recently and used. Um, if you wanted to try to figure out more about it, you'd have to make another Arcana check.
Sure.
Kristen's
Mario, do
just
you
gonna
think
go
gonna try
under the
that?
dresser with Alouette.
The
May as well.
Arcana is it's actually pretty good. 22.
I got a 16.
Okay, I actually believe that you both figured that out. Yes, high end. All right, perfect. So the one thing that you know about teleportation circles of any kind and teleportation magic, especially with runes, is that they have coordinates baked into them. Now, while you're not necessarily familiar with this realm, coordinates tend to work either way, even if getting to a certain point A to point B isn't easy for walking there so much as just getting there. You look at the map and the coordinates in this rune, and it leads to an area on the map called Whisper Alley.
Because of course it does.
And that is on the map that I put up there, and I put the best information about it. So
helpful. Thank you.
you're very welcome. It's public. I can't let all the secrets go.
You could. You're not going to.
I'm not going to.
Did you put anything on the map? I don't see anything.
Yes, it is up by the estates.
World Anvil, not the Tales from the Gate one
Yeah.
on Roll20.
Yeah.
World
the
Anvil
one
I
on
shared
the-
in the thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Black exclamation point, not the checkpoint.
Perhaps
Oh.
we
In
have
front of the Red
somewhere.
Star.
We have a place. Whisper Alley.
And for those watching at home, I'll go ahead and put the map back up. And what they're looking at is right in this area right here. In this green spot, that's what they're finding. It's in that area.
Everything is a green spot.
Shut.
John, can we go to the fork in the road? Because I'm sure that's a thing here.
You don't want to go to the fork in the road. Because it turns into a spoon and everything gets upside down.
And then we're really forked.
Yeah, at least it's not a spoon.
Biscuit Tin RPG will be right back.
Gotta get your people in line.
We are all a problem. And with that being said, you look at the map. It looks like there's an easy enough way to get there. It literally is just going down a few alleys and through out of the gate estates themselves. Think of it as the unfortunate side effect of what would happen if there were impoverished areas on the outside of rich areas. You know, like doesn't happen in real life. Yeah. Art imitates real life.
Art.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyone that got angry about that, you're part of the problem. Anyway, Yes, so you do know that this teleportation circle looks like it had dropped whoever used it off in Whisper Alley. So what you do with that information is your own.
I'll step back out into
I
the main room.
Okay.
We have a
take
place.
paper and like trace out the rune and like record what it looks like.
Sure. You can do that.
Is somebody out there waiting for us, or do we have like wander capabilities?
You have wander capabilities in this room.
I think someone's going to stop us if we try to go to a different room in the manor.
Anything
Hmm.
not related to the investigation. Yes.
Yes. I am curious. Why do they have a big room, or enough room behind the portrait for a teleportation circle?
I
If
If
you
mean,
want to
it's
roll an investigation check, it might lead to more answers.
sure,
can I roll too?
Yeah.
I'm not very. Jeez.
18.
This is
Investigation.
not
Also
the
18. Yeah.
this is not the first teleportation rune that's been used in there. It's just the most recent.
Ah. Can we see what the other, like any iteration of what the others could potentially go to, or is
Uh,
it just this one?
no, I mean you can take a look. They're like it looks like it's cleaned off after each use, for the
Hmm.
most part. So the coordinates are a little scattery, but they all look like they typically lead to different areas of First Gate, like someone going to the market or going to the bank or something along those lines. This looks like this would normally have been something that Lord Alric would use,
Okay,
but it
so
looks
it's
like
not
someone
like
else was
he's
found out
having
was
one
aware of it. Yeah,
sneaky guest show up every time
right.
from the same spot. Okay.
Exactly.
Oh,
Why not? Why walk when you can have someone teleport you everywhere?
It's easier than walking, honestly. It's getting
there's
back
no
that's the
straight
hard
lines
part.
here.
That's factual.
Unless you all think you have something else to investigate, maybe we are off to Whisper Alley.
That sounds like such a delight to go to, but sure.
Can we talk to the butler first? I assume we have to leave anyways.
Yeah. The butler, if you open the door, the butler is standing across the hall waiting for you to leave. First thing he says, goodness gracious, hiccups,
Hmm.
is I assume your investigation's gone well and you have leads.
A few.
Yes.
Very well. If you are done here, I can escort you to the door.
Can we ask you some questions?
Sure.
How often do people come and go from this
From
specific room?
this specific room, this is
Mhm.
one of Lord Alric's personal chambers, and it's been off limits to the public since he had placed the artifact there.
And this item was stolen today?
Uh, yes. Within the last 24 hours, yes.
Well, but okay, it's one of his rooms and it's closed to the public, but it's also immaculately clean in there, like not even a layer of dust, which means at least one staff member has like access. So again, how often do people go in there?
Outside of cleaning duties, none. And we always go in pairs to make sure that we have an eye in case someone decides to get greedy. We're paid very well, and the likelihood of anyone giving that up for something as measly as a gem, celestial or not, isn't something that we do.
Has anyone new been hired recently?
No.
You do
Is
realize that even if you go in pairs, it could easily come down to like they're working together, or it could be someone dropping a teleportation rune in there.
That's
They're
fair.
looking for someone to steal something, not leave something.
And I mean, money's not the only way to convince people to do things.
Is true. However, our staff is firmly vetted and must undergo quite a bit in order to even gain access to restricted areas of the manor to begin with.
Do they have families?
Yes. I
Well,
assume
then,
some of them, obviously. The
Well,
main
then
staff and
there's
the people
always
that
going to
work.
be a security gap.
Potentially,
People
yes.
don't want their people to die.
Which is why you
Has
wouldn't
anyone
steal from Lord
requested
Alaric.
personal leave
Mm,
recently?
No one has gone on personal leave.
personal leave have
Has
been
it
here.
has it
As in,
maybe
like,
occurred to
family
you?
Well, one of you
Has
go
it
ahead.
maybe Has it maybe occurred to you that all of this confidence that you're putting into the fact that it couldn't be any of the staff members might be very well the reason that it got stolen out from under your guys' noses and now you got to rely on us to figure it out? I mean, we're trying to look at all the avenues and you're shutting down possibilities just because you're overconfident in your ability to vet staff members.
I mean,
Something Icarus and the Sun.
if you would like to interview the staff, it can be arranged.
Let's chase down this one lead first. Oh, sorry, one last question. We never even got the color of this gem. What is the color of the gem so we can make sure we don't accidentally pick up the, wrong one?
It's radiant in its nature, and it is unmistakable for any mere gem.
Well, yeah, but you're not. You said it was celestial. There's plenty of gods here. We want to make
Yes.
sure we're getting the right celestial so we don't make the others mad.
He goes, very well, one moment. And he reaches, he turns behind him and opens a small briefcase that's been sitting on a table across the hall. And he pops it open and he goes, "This is the only artist rendition of what the gem looks like. I cannot let you take this with you, for it is under lock and key for various reasons, but I can let you look at it to help you understand what you're looking for."
Would help.
So he shows you this picture.
If it's in black and white, it's of no use to us.
No, it's actually in color, but the colors
Okay.
wouldn't really do it justice. But think of it as a radiant prism, where it is exuding all manner of lights. He goes, when it's being utilized, it is very colorful. When it is not, it is merely a white, warm glow.
What does it do? You said that it has to be used.
It helps one become more influential.
Oh, yeah. He did say that. How many people have used it? Like how long has the family had it?
We have not seen the stone used ever, actually. Lord Alric
Alouette's
is
just going to look around the entire palatial place they're in, and then look back at the butler. Never?
never.
Hmm.
I am but a human. Lord Alric is of high elven descent, long lived.
All right. Does he have any kids?
Not to our knowledge.
Fair enough. Family?
Not that he talks about. He's a very private man.
Is that why he has all these parties? Because he has such a big house and there's nobody in it?
I would not deign to assume what his thoughts are on such matters.
All right.
Or he likes this little doll more and more.
It's a shame he doesn't have kids. And
Can
she's
you show
just
us
gonna
through the
trot
door,
off.
please?
The butler just looks at you I would say with indignance. Just you're literally beneath him.
About knee high, probably, yeah.
Yes. All right. Anybody else have questions?
Fritz has been watching all of this, and as that little the interactions have been happening, she slowly has dropped her eyes down to his ankles because she's like, I'm real close to those ankles, and he's really annoying, and he's not really being cooperative. Kind of like licking her chops and just. I really feel
Already
like you
noticed
shouldn't trust your
suspicious, like,
staff as much as you do.
I'm gonna give him an insight check to see if he sees this. Yes, he does. He literally looks at you as you're making these motions, waits for you to meet his eyes again, and then makes an effort to show you that he does not care what you're thinking. And then goes back to the conversation with Alouette before she walks away. Well, if you do wish to speak with the housekeeping and the house staff at any point, please let us know. We've been instructed to be as helpful as possible.
Oh, you're really not good at following orders then. Hey, Alouette, where are you going? And she just goes to follow
where he
Alouette.
just like puts his hand over his face and is like, I would apologize, but that would mean I'm claiming responsibility of them, and I don't want to do that. So
One should only claim responsibility for that which one is responsible.
He cracked your safe. She's just gonna call out from down the hall.
Can I high five Alouette? Am I like by her when she does that?
I mean, might as well be. Just a skittering little Vanderbolt, like high five.
I actually do have a question for you before they all leave.
Of course.
I bought the little figurine. You know what this is? I've been told it's a calling card, perhaps?
It is a calling card of a notorious thief here in First Gate known as the Crimson Fox. We've been informed that there have been a rash of thefts as of late, and it looks like they may be responsible for this one as well.
Okay, good to know. I think that is all from me.
Very well.
We shall be back soon, I'm sure.
Hopefully with the gym in tow.
If we're lucky.
He goes, very well, and
nothing to do
he
with it.
he walks you all to the front door and says, if there's anything else we can do to be of service, please let us know. Other than that, good hunting. And the door
closed down.
closes behind you. And you find yourselves on the steps on the outside of the manor.
How you guys normally question people because like I'm not used to using nonviolent methods for that. I
Neat.
really don't know how you I didn't have the patience for all that. How do you do it? Because they talk faster when you're chewing on their like femur, which I
Interesting.
almost did, I won't
Actually,
lie.
I'm very impressed with you, Alouette. That was all very insightful. Also, it's totally going to turn out that this gem is sentient and literally only wants to be used, does literally nothing else, is just shiny and wants to be used, so it makes people think that makes them more attractive.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first thing in the First Gate that wants to be used and is shiny.
There's so many connotations.
What is this
I'm just gonna
conversation?
leave.
Also, you would be surprised how many times people say, "Oh, my treasure is so unique," and here I am with 3 copies of it.
Well,
I mean,
don't know.
doesn't that mean
I
at least
tend to
one's
go
unique?
first.
If they're making copies, at least one of them had to be unique first.
Yes, but see, the thing is, when tourists come into town, they like to say that this thing is unique, but they have 5 more in the back. So the tourists go back home and go, "Oh, look at my treasure."
Oh, yeah, we have
That's
some
just
people like that here.
capitalism.
You think this man got a souvenir? And that's what he's been so protective of.
No, but
I mean,
anyway,
it would have been smarter if he did have a souvenir. That way he could have hidden that or put that out in front and hidden the other one better.
yeah, I would have. Yeah, you're right. That was
It does feel like he could have hidden it
goal.
better if he doesn't use it, right?
That's actually that was surprisingly little security for something that's supposed to be super important. Usually that kind of thing is locked behind.
I guess it is in the center of the house, but
Especially if he's the only one in there. That
Yeah.
feels like there's a lot of time to get to that.
Yeah.
He's not very
Also,
good at this security thing.
that's
so it
pretty
really takes
clear.
the fun out of a locked door mystery when you can say, "Oh yeah, there's a teleportation sigil over there." And
Whatever locked door
Sherlock
Mr. Room
Holmes
is a
has
door
locked
to anywhere in the back of the room. Yeah.
Wait, we should probably
I love
stop
all of
talking
these
about how
assumptions you
bad
all
the
are making with the
security.
absolutely bonkers level 0 investigation that you did outside of a couple things.
Oh, we're just
We're
spitballing
just
at
making
this
assumptions. Yeah, we're
point.
just kind of stalking.
just just
Just
like
walking down the street,
Yeah,
vibing,
this thing
talking
probably
shit about
doesn't
the
do
rich people.
anything. It's probably just a gem that does
Also
nothing.
talking about how poor his security is on his front steps.
He's let us walk
It's
in.
like
Just playing chicken with our boss.
Fritz is eating
Come on,
like
say
a cookie from the ones that Biscuit made. Kept a couple, and she like pulls one out of her bag and starts eating it. And she just goes, "I'm gonna be honest. I don't care what the gem does or is. I just want to know if I get to chew on someone before this is over."
Well,
If
we
not, I'm
can't
sure we can find someone.
chill. But,
There's an alley for
Our
everything out
admitted
here.
Whisper Alley, which sounds like a den of thieves and not so great people. Yeah, I'm sure we'll find you someone to chew on.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure the people who have this aren't just going to give it freely, right?
So, as you're all walking, the scene kind of changes. You're kind of exiting the uh, well-to-do, affluent society and the buildings that make up their homes, and you begin to enter more of a darker, subterranean kind of feel. Whisper Alley is an arcane tapestry woven through the heart of First Gate, conceals its secrets within narrow cobblestone lanes and the perpetual shadows that dance between towering structures. The ambient glow of enchanting sigils illuminates the passages, guiding those who navigate the labyrinthian twists and turns. Stalls and shops draped in the shadows offer an array of mysterious wares. I have to sneeze so bad.
Bless you.
That hurt my stomach. Anyway, where the hell was I? Offer an array of mysterious wares, from trinkets of the forgotten magic to rare ingredients with unknown potential. The echoes of distant whispers pervade the air, lending the alley its name. As unseen figures move through the obscured recesses, the clandestine avenue is a realm of secrecy where the veil between reality and the arcane dances on the edge, inviting those who dare uncover its concealed truths. So, as you approach and you advance towards the kind of the heart of this alleyway, a figure clad in gleaming armor steps into view. This Alouette, if you want to go ahead and roll me a an intelligence check.
All right.
Thought you were gonna say agility to avoid being stepped on.
No.
14.
Okay. You see that walking towards you is a captain of the uh, city watch. She emerges purposely from the mist, her armor well maintained and adorned with the emblem of the first gate. It glints in the scarce light, and she looks at you and scans the party over as she approaches with a determined stride.
What?
Meeting the party with a guarded expression, she says to you all, "Hold there, strangers. Whisper Alley is no place for the uninitiated. The district can be perilous, and we don't want any more trouble. State your purpose."
Wait, uninitiated. Wait. Is there like an initiation to get down here? Is it a fight? Is it a fight? Because I can do a fight.
She's feeling very vibey.
I see.
We are just here on a job. We're looking for someone.
And I'm
Nothing.
initiated.
She's initiated.
Can I please try and roll an intimidation check on her?
You can certainly try.
Is it you I have to fight? I can fight you. I'll fight you. You look like you're strong. I can appreciate that.
Dirty
Not like
20.
killing fighting.
What was your roll?
Dirty 20.
I
I am
got.
proficient in intimidation.
Oh god, now I actually have to look at her stat block because I rolled a nat 20. Yeah, she stands stalwart and just stares at you.
That's fair.
She goes, "Anyway, my name is Alara Blackthorn. I am a captain of the City Watch, and I am here." Is that to the cat or is that to what you're doing, like, in person?
To her. Just
And-
not even, still making eye contact. Just,
I'm here investigating a rash of recent thefts.
I mean, no, we should have no issue. We are also investigating a theft.
And Grits kind of like slowly turns to Remus.
What? This is
I
a
thought I was
authority.
bad at discretion.
Let's, well, please.
You told
What?
the first person we ran into what
Would
we're
you like to
doing,
do the
and they were
talking then, or
told.
would you like to bite her ankles?
I was trying to do the talking. To
Then go for
get
it.
you know what? No, you already outed that we're looking for something.
They have no idea what we're even doing. I said we are looking for something someone stole. That could mean 1,000 different things.
You don't think she's gonna question it?
she's standing
All
right
that
here.
Yeah,
vial of
just
smelling-
a look of just exasperated. What is wrong with you idiots? Just a heavy sigh as she goes, "I'm trying to track down the Crimson Fox. Do you have any
Who's that?
information as to where she might be?"
Well, Grits.
Nope.
Why
Sorry,
would
that's me
why would we
laughing
know where
at
a thief is? We don't need anything stolen. We're looking for something.
Chances are, if you're looking for
Wait,
something
why am I
stolen,
the only
she
responsible
was the
one?
one that took it.
She can't steal everything in this town. There's too many thieves. That feels weird.
She certainly made a
We
habit of
are
trying to be the
tracking-
best.
We are trying to track down some coordinates we found from a teleportation array. We do not know if it was this thief that stole it, copycat. We're just trying to find this one particular spot.
Oh, it's not a cat. She's a fox.
Horace is holding onto a vial of smelling salts because he just knows that someone's going to get knocked out in the next 30 seconds.
That's fair.
I can see that you're all trouble, but not the kind of trouble I need to worry about. It seems like you'll be able to take care of each other for me. Very well, I'll let you be on your way and carry on your little investigation. That being said, if you do find any information about the fox, bringing them to me would net you great influence, as well as some favor with the City Watch.
Grits
And we're
raises her hand.
snitches.
Yes. How can I
Does
help
this
you?
mean that you don't want to spar with me? You don't want to fight me?
God, she's a
Not a
smaller
death
Reva.
fight.
Is it a fight you really want?
I feel like
She's
we
very
don't-
bitey.
She's very bitey. We don't need a fight, Grits. We can go. We're gonna find one naturally. If I'm being honest.
But fights are fun. Okay.
I don't suppose there are
I
any
guess not,
gladiator arenas
but
we
maybe
can just-
later. Can we like fight later? Spar, just enough to draw some blood. Later,
violent, or
maybe?
are you flirting with her? I'm starting to question it.
What?
You get
That's
used to
how
it.
I-
That's
yeah,
how the
it's
city
fu-
works.
Well, if we want to shed some light on whether or not Grits is flirting with this person. Let me go ahead and read their description for you all. Captain
Lord.
Alara Blackthorn cuts an imposing figure with her tall, sturdy frame and a commanding presence that demands attention. Clad in gleaming armor of the First Gate City Watch, she bears the weight of her responsibility with a stoic demeanor. She has a piercing gaze that holds wisdom of years spent enforcing the law and navigating the intricate politics of the city.
She
Yeah,
do
offer
sound
just a
hot,
crack.
but Grits just craves violence right now. I think it kind of threw her off that she was immediately told, don't murder anybody. So now she's like, I just need to get a little violent energy out.
Look, I don't know what you're actually looking for, but if there's some place you need to find information, you might want to head over to Whisperwind's Haven. It's a local bard that runs a less than above board establishment. It's where I have a lot of my informants. Maybe it'll help you in whatever
Feeling
quest
we're gonna
you're
find
doing.
42 there.
I guess we should go then.
We appreciate the tip.
Very
And
well.
if
Do you have a
if
worse
we
bar?
forget anything,
Do I have a what?
Do you have a bar that's worse?
A bar? Not that I travel in. No.
That's why I'm asking. You show up in this place and you're all shiny. Why would anybody who knows things talk to you?
Because it's worth it.
Mm,
I keep my
Isn't
mouth
it kind
shut
of
when I
worth it
need
where
to,
it's
and I actually
answer
take
my
care of my
questions or get
informants.
thrown into the abyss? Or is it like money?
Lenience is specifically what I offer.
Okay.
Oh, I want to help this one. She might make the murder part more flexible.
now let's not say that in front of them, right? It's they're the ones that will throw you into the void if you do it in front of them, right?
I haven't
So
murdered anyone yet.
right, but you implying that you want to do it really bad does not
It's all
sound
I
great.
know how to do. It's literally what I've been doing for years. I just haven't done it here.
It's
And
like
I'm
you're going on
trying to
me
be
about being
good.
discreet, but you're really being bad being discreet about wanting to murder people, right?
Oh,
Alara
I
looks.
don't care if people know.
How
Alara
big is
clears her throat.
Hi.
It's pretty obvious that you're new here, and that someone hasn't
Mhm.
told you the entire deal. It's not us that throws you into the void. That would be the Clockwise Garrison. They are unfeeling, cold, sentient robots. I don't take pleasure in hurting people. I do what it takes to maintain the law. They do what it takes to maintain the peace.
So they're the Clockwise Garrison. You are a
I am of the City Watch.
City Watch.
on police.
That's one word for it. But that being said, Whisperwinds is where you're going to want to head. And if you do happen to stumble upon any information regarding the Crimson Fox, I would appreciate a heads up, because it would aid me greatly in my investigations. And as I said, helping me can go a long way for you. And with that, she takes her leave, and you hear her very pristinely taken care of armor rustling down the alleyway, the way that she was headed before you all ran into her.
I kind of wish she'd hit me before she left, and I can't even tell you the exact reason why. What place are we going to again?
To the
Whisperwinds.
Whisperwinds Haven.
Whisperwinds Haven. You think someone will actually have information there, or should we just go to the actual coordinate?
Maybe they
I'd say
might.
coordinates first.
Yeah.
If that's a dud, then we have another place to go.
The coordinates are actually like 3 feet in front of you.
They just told put it right here. They just went to the entrance of the area. So
Hmm.
this is a dead end at this point. So
Are there any
sounds like
businesses in the area or like houses? Like
Um,
what's
it's
around this?
it's kind of like it's kind of like an underbelly of the city, right? So the area that you're in, the buildings seem to overhang to the point where you can barely see the sky here. It's dark, save the runes and magical etchings that seem to keep this place hidden. Um, it's very dark and it has a sinister feel to it, but not overtly. To those that aren't accustomed to dark, shadowy places, unlike I assume every single one of you psychos, this place would make you feel innately uneasy. Everything about it would make your hair stand on end, like that itch you have on the back of your neck when you think something's standing right behind you. You would feel that at all times. To you, you're probably like, "Ooh, tickle," but to the standard person, this place would make
Already
them
is just
feel
like, oh, this is London.
yes, very much like a very early 1800s London kind of
Sweeney
vibe
Todd
to it.
vibes.
Yes.
Got it.
Um, the you make it. You're probably about like 500 feet into the Whispering Alley or Whisper Alley when you actually find the spot that the teleportation would have led this person to. There are shops and various vendor stalls, seemingly unoccupied, given the time. Um, but you do see people wrestling from here and there, but they all very much stick to the shadows, not wanting to be seen. There are a few establishments. Looks like there's an inn um, off to the right that does not discriminate against the various patrons that may come through. And as you're looking around to kind of look things, you actually see probably about 500 feet down the road, there is a dimly lit, kind of nestled within the hidden recesses of Whisper Alley, is a quaint and mysterious establishment known for its discreet atmosphere. Um,
A gentleman's club.
no, 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 no. It actually has a small placard hanging outside, very dimly lit, and it just says Whisper Winds Haven.
Are there any um now this is gonna be a really weird quest, but are there any beggars around here? Because beggars usually have spots that they stay in and they tend to pay very close attention to everyone around them.
Despite what you're used to, no, there are no beggars here. This is not a place where people would willingly come to be a beggar. If there is anybody around, they are very much nestled into the shadows.
Can I go
Are we
over
gonna
to
go
the
in?
shadows and like just poke?
You want to poke at shadows randomly? I mean,
You
sure.
said that there was people in some of the shadows trying
Well,
to
I
like
mean,
mind their business.
yeah, it's just people walking back and forth, sticking to the darkness.
She will poke at legs.
Okay.
going to bother random people on the
But
street.
just there's like a couple people that are like, get off me. One person
Hmm.
stops and looks at you and says, "What?"
This might be an odd question given the area. Has there been anything weird lately? Like weird for here?
One doesn't get very far in this area by talking out of turn.
I don't get very far anywhere. I have little legs.
That's very much a you problem.
It is.
Grits wants
Anything
to
weird?
come around. Grits wants to come around the other side and do a big, like, toothy kobold, or I'm sorry, Vanderbold grin. Just go, one doesn't get very far past the short people who have really sharp teeth if they don't talk properly. What's going on?
You think you're the first person to threaten me in this place.
No, but I could be the last.
You very well could be, but then you would gain nothing. Look, I
Should
suggest you
get
go
to
to
eat something.
Yeah, I am hungry.
perhaps, but maybe rather than causing trouble for yourselves, you go to the right place and pay the right price.
Where's that?
Just hooks a thumb over at the various taverns. The barkeeps are the
Hmm.
ones with all the information. We
What do
share
you
with
do?
I share information with the barkeeps.
So if I had a beer right now, you would tell me things?
No,
That's
because
stupid.
I
I'm a
have a
go-between.
cookie. It's like probably the best cookie you would ever have. And she pulls out the second cookie she had and offers it over for information. My brother
Our
made it. It's really
illustrious,
good.
our illustrious storyteller looks at his life, looks at his choices, how he got here.
One question. It's not anything specific. How often do people just randomly teleport in here? Is it common or not?
It's not entirely uncommon, but then again, it's kind of hard to differentiate between teleportation and popping out of one of the random void points.
Thank you.
Am I free to go now, your royal toothiness?
I like that name. Yeah, okay, you can go.
Jesus Christ, the people here get weirder every day. Just walks
Thank
off.
you.
Who's Jesus
There you
Christ?
are.
Apparently he's very famous somewhere.
I know.
I've
Yes.
heard his name a couple times in passing here. I guess maybe he's a celebrity here or something. I don't know.
Remus, you know him?
Well, I
Was he
know
nice?
him. I know of him.
Hmm.
Not
Remus-
that old.
You had
As
full
soon as-
opportunity to lie to a child's toy and you did not take it. Well done.
that just screams to your ethicalness.
I'm a great person.
An ethical bloodsucker.
Clearly.
What a weird day.
If this party has anything in abundance, it is absolutely ethics and morals.
I don't think I would
Questionable
ever accuse
ones.
this party of that. All right.
I left my morals at home. It's in a little jar on my fireplace.
I hope you don't have a cat. You might have it for very long.
I did forget about. Oh no, now I have to come up with a random cat name.
As you're all standing out there, a random figure approaches you and goes, "Hey, you're looking for information, yeah? I got
If you're
information."
about to open your jacket in a weird fashion, I've seen that way too many times. Please don't do that.
He walks away.
Well, I suppose you got that.
See, I knew it. I knew it. There's a bunch of freaking weirdos on streets like this, and they'll come up to you. And sometimes they have really cool shiny things on their jackets. Sometimes they're just naked under them. I don't get the purpose of that. But sometimes they also have really weird things in their jackets that just kind of shoo them away.
There's a lot packed into that, and I don't think we needed to know that Grit's lore.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Another guy walks up. "Hey, how you doing?"
Are you
No.
a jacket guy?
"No."
So we threaten one person and then we get two.
"What?" "No. No, no, no. See, what I got is an offer. You give me your credits, I give you an item."
That's
No
not. That
thanks.
still sounds like it's leading up to you opening a jacket.
It's also
No, no,
incredibly
no, 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 no.
vague.
No, all you gotta do is pick a card.
Is there gonna be any more explanation to that, or
No,
You
just
know what?
it'll cost you 100 gate marks, gate credits, coin. You know, currency.
What is this item that
Oh,
we're
that's the
getting?
thing.
What
You
is,
get to pick. It's random.
oh,
You
well,
know what? Moriarty is like desperate to change the subject in any way possible. he's going to do it.
You got
Oh.
got 100 marks, 100 credits, 100 coin.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Draw a card. Draw a card. Any card. Any card you want. Basically, you're going to give me a number between 1 and
Just a second.
40.
Street magicians get weirder and weirder in this town.
I'm realizing Grits is a broke bitch. Grits has 20 credits.
You should have
20
200 because you had gold.
Oh, that's
What's the
right.
conversion rate on
Okay.
Yeah,
it?
the conversion rate is 1 gold for 100 gate marks. Gate credits, rather.
Okay. Oh, wow.
140.
Roll.
You know what? I don't care. 13.
All right. 1, 2, 3,
You might
4,
care.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. As this guy goes, all right, lucky number 13, lucky number 13. All right. He pulls the card and it turns into a mask. And he goes, ah, very well. 100 coin, a new mask. All yours. Pleasure doing business with you.
Doctor,
Take the mask
don't
before anyone else can do anything.
put it on. As
Yeah,
someone
no,
who's
I'm not
worked with
stupid.
rare items so often in my
Put it on.
past life,
Put it on.
don't ever
it
put
on.
this on without identifying it
Put it
first. You
on.
get someone to look at it and then
Put
they
it on
say,
now.
"Oh, it will,
Now.
stab you in the face or something," and
Don't
then you
be a
don't put it on.
don't
You
be a
put it on
coward.
if it's good, but you
Don't
don't
be a
put it on
coward.
the moment you get it, especially from some shady man
on.
in an alley.
Put it on.
Counter argument. How about I give it to the Vanderbolt and the Vanderbolt tries
No,
it out?
because she's just gonna put it on
Yes.
immediately, and then that's a new
I
problem.
am.
She's already so stabby. We don't need some other
Right.
thing going on there.
Okay, but if we get in a tight spot and there are lots of people around us that are trying to kill us, then I'm giving the mask to the Vanderbolt. Fair?
Feels like a bad idea, but you know what? I suppose it's your mask. I can't do anything about it. But as a wizened, procurer of magical items, just
An
you
old
want to.
man who likes to collect things.
Yes, you don't put
A
those on.
hoarder. We have hoarders.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. I think I have a distant
Mainly
cousin who is
hoards
a hoarder.
blood.
I don't hoard blood. I drink it. All right,
Where does it go when you're
It
done?
is very refreshing.
my body.
I mean, if
Where does
you
it
just
go when
kept
you eat
holding it in
things?
your body, you would get
Let's
bloated
not
and then
go into
explode.
Vampire Anatomy, please.
I think it's
I
about
think
time
you
we
should
get
put the mask
going
on.
to the bar.
This poor guy's still sitting here shuffling cards, going, God, I
He's
guess
still
we're here to
No,
fucking
he's looking.
people.
He's like, anybody else want to take a stab?
Yeah. I'll do it. I'll do it.
All right.
Already take like 5-10 steps back.
All right. Just so you all know what that is. All right. I don't have the same card anymore. But once a card's been picked, you don't get to pick the same card. So, 100 coin, pick a number, pick a card, any card.
What
27.
happens when you run out of cards?
I go find some new cards.
Where do you get the cards?
That is a trade secret.
That's fair, I suppose.
I got them from a guy named Carl.
Oh.
Suppose that's just the answer I'm going to get.
So, what number you pick? What card you picking? Pick a card, any card.
Sorry, I picked a card before all of that. 27.
27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, here
Ominous.
you go. Ugh, I got Oh, I dropped all my cards. Ah. He hands you a strange-looking viper that is carved out of ivory and has what can only be described as a puffy hairstyle and a strange little shirt.
A viper?
Yes. A
Like a
snake.
snake?
Yep,
With hair.
with hair.
With the shirt. But
And a
is there
shirt.
anything through the arm sleeves, or is it just like a tube on the snake?
Just flapping along.
Yeah, it's just a shirt that somehow stays there. It's a weird carving. It's been painted.
This is like, what's it do?
Oh, that's for you to figure out. Hang on, let me
Okay. Can I do an Arcana check on it?
Yes, you can.
Oh, can I do an Arcana check on
Beautiful.
mine, since I forgot about that?
Do do do.
22.
All right. It allows you to cast a spell, which is pretty cool.
Can I tell which spell it is? Like I saw the message you sent me. Can I tell which spell it is?
Yes, you can.
Grits just starts giggling and like tucks it in her pocket. I like it.
Got a 19 on my Arcana check for the mask.
Okay. You find out everything that I put in the channel.
Hey,
Nocturne's
Mr.
mask.
Cardman, are you still gonna be around like later on? Cause I only got 100 credits left. I'm kind of poor, but like I want to do this again later.
I'm always around. You just gotta call my name. My name is Grizzleby.
Grizzleby.
Yeah. As he looks at
Yeah.
you, he just smiles, and you see like as he sticks his head out of the shadows a little bit, you see that his face is a little bit more red, and he's sporting a couple of horns.
Grits like shoves a hand out, or well, I guess up towards him. Just, I'm Grits.
Nice to meet you. I say that we're gonna be doing business for a little bit at least, so welcome to town.
Oh, absolutely.
Grizzleby.
You get hungry. Of course you get hungry. Listen, you ever want good food, and I do mean the best food around. I'm my brother, Biscuit.
That's your brother? No shit.
Yeah.
You don't look much like your. Oh, you're that sister. All right.
Yes.
All right. Well, nice to see his tribe still alive and kicking. We were a little bit worried after was that Gravy character.
For gravy.
Yeah.
I
Either
bet he
way,
makes a really good shield, though.
not if you're a kobold. I saw the last guy that carried that shield. He got murdered.
Was it because of the shield or
mean-
because he's not good at what he does?
It's because of the shield.
Yeah, I mean, if I see someone carrying my brother around as a shield, I would murder them at the drop of a hat. So, not healthy for most people, but I'm sure he's useful.
Anyone else gonna buy the cart? I mean, buy the card?
Why not?
Lucky day,
It's-
lucky day.
It's 1 gold per 100.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that means you have like it's 100. Yeah, you should all have like 2,000.
I have like 225. Yeah,
That was,
2,500.
Sorry, Grits, you have 2,000 gate credits.
My God. Okay.
We're gonna be here for a
then
while if you
Grits
tell her
will do
that.
it again, but it's gonna be after this. I'll let others go first.
Lucky number 3. Why not?
What are we
Num-
rolling for this?
One.
Nothing. We just choose a number.
two.
I mean, you can roll if you want. I think, but yeah.
All right. He hands you what appears to be fractured pieces of a mirror.
I can't see myself in this.
Well,
You couldn't before.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I can see it's useless to me, even if it's fixed.
Not necessarily. Everything's got a reason. Let me go ahead and pull this thing over here so I can just do a screenshot rather than what I've been doing, which is nonsense. There we go. That looks much better. Do-do-do. Copy. There you go. You can do your Arcana checks and everything like that, but this is what you learn about it.
Alouette, are you gonna get a card?
19 as well. So
Mm,
It does require attunement, so before any of that can be used, you have to attune, just like some of the other things. The only one that doesn't so far is the Disco Snake.
The Disco Snake!
Disco Snake's good.
Oh, I'm saving it. I'm hoping I get a chance to use it this session.
Anybody else? I got a tight schedule. I've got to meet up with a guy at 6.
Alouette, if you want one, go, because I want to get a second one before he runs off.
okay. One, please. And
You-
what's the number I'm picking between?
Just pick a number. I'm taking it. I'm just we're down 3, so 37. 1 and 37.
All right. 24.
24. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Really
7,
making 'em
8,
count
9,
today.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Jesus Christ.
I love that
live in
it's Grits and Alouette that get those reactions too.
I live in
Ah,
utter fear of the fact that one of these is going to be something that I helped inspire.
there it is. Let's go ahead and get this little oops, that's not it. Gotta pull this over here. There we go. Perfect. Here we go. And that is what you got. He hands you a cube of what appears to be wiggly gelatin.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else daring enough to grab from the deck, or are you going to let me go do my thing? I got time for one more draw if anybody wants it.
Give
I
me,
might
give
do
me,
one.
give me
Yeah.
number.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. What card you want?
Give me number 2. Because there's 2 Chaoskin here
All right.
that I know of.
Very well. Looks like he pulls out the card, and in his hand he pulls out a set of rune stones that are carved from ancient stones and etched with mysterious symbols. He goes, to unlock their secrets, you must toss them into the ground, allowing the stones to fall and form patterns. But beware the curse, for even a dreamer may die. That's what Carl told me when he told me about these things. Anyway, here we go. Let me go ahead and give you these things. Where's the S? S. S. F. That's T's. That's the wrong one. There we go. All right. Here we go. And I'll go ahead and send those to you rather than the party. There you go. All right.
Dude.
It's been a pleasure doing business with y'all. I got some business to attend. If you're looking for something fun, find me tomorrow at Whisperwinds. That's where I like to frequent. That's where I make most of my deals when I'm not out, making deals for cards. I make other deals. Anyway, have a wonderful evening. And he literally walks backwards into the shadow and just vanishes.
Like him.
More than anything,
Good.
I want that trick. Like, can you imagine how useful that trick would be? Anyway, wait, isn't there a second guy who's just been, like, standing there, or did he wander off?
I imagine he wandered off. He didn't seem like he wanted to be near us at all.
Yeah, the second you guys gave him 5 seconds to himself, he just disappeared. He's like, I'm out. Away with me!
Alright. Do we want to go to the bar? That has been walking towards the last 30 minutes.
Mm, I mean, I guess it's kind of the only
Got to go
clue
ask
we've got
someone.
so far.
Does anyone have pockets?
Yes.
Yes.
Alouette's just gonna hand up the gelatinous cube of spaghetti to Remus.
Oh, they got my like little coin purse that's empty now. I just stick it in there.
Just
Florf.
floops into the pocket. Grits
Do
actually
have a
wants to
bag of
toss
holding.
toss
If you
her stones. She wants to. She
They do
what's
require
it called?
attunement.
Yeah, she wants to cast. Oh, they do. Oh,
Yes.
yep, I see that at the top. Okay, never mind.
Okay. No worries.
She's just
You'll
holding
have
for
time to
now
do
then.
that once you head to a place and kind of relax.
Yeah, we'll go
I feel like
relax
she
and then
still
curse
tries and then
ourselves.
goes, "Oh wait, I can't do that yet. It's not working yet," and just picks the runes back up and puts them in a bag.
Fair enough.
Right. To Whisperwind's Haven.
All right. Whisperwind's Haven. The exterior is unassuming, with a weathered sign swinging gently in the breeze, marking the entrance to this covert refuge. Once inside, you find yourselves enveloped in the warm glow of dimly lit lanterns, casting an amber hue over the rustic wooden furnishings. This place is owned by a fellow by the name of Phelan Whisperwind, the enigmatic proprietor who presides over the establishment with an air of silent authority. The air is thick with the aroma of exotic spices and the low murmur of clandestine conversations. The haven serves as a haven for those seeking information beneath the radar, and its reputation as a hub for discreet dealings adds an intriguing allure to its hidden charm. As you walk in,
yeah,
Like a
Park
batch of
for the
rodeo clowns.
upon entering, the warm glow of the lanterns reveals a cozy and atmospheric tavern. The air is filled with the scent of exotic spices, as I said, and a mix of patrons from wary travelers to mysterious figures. Occupies the diverse assortment of tables. Behind the bar stands Phelan Whisperwind himself, a lean and enigmatic elf with piercing green eyes. As you all enter, he notices you and gestures for you to join him at the bar. As you walk up, he leans in and with a barely audible over the ambient noise goes, "Fancy a drink, travelers? Or perhaps you're in need of a bit more, maybe some information." He smirks, his eyes gleaming with a hint of mischief. "I hear whispers in the wind, tales that might pique your interest. What brings you to First Gate?"
well, like everyone else, a door, but I'm assuming you mean something a little bit more specific.
"Well, one doesn't simply wander into my establishment without a reason.
Ever?
Ever."
Nobody's
Oh,
ever just gotten lost and needed directions?
In order to get lost and find this place, you had to have been looking for it in the first place.
well, to be honest, we were mostly trying to get this one away from the giant armored woman to keep her
Uh,
from getting thrown into
Alara.
the abyss.
She's been asking a lot of questions as of late, and it's making patrons uneasy. She keeps on this rampage about the Crimson Fox this and the Crimson Fox that. She wants to make a career case out of that one.
Ah,
Or
a
she has a crush on her.
promotion.
I don't know if it's a crush that she has per se.
Mm. Oh, hatred and love are so very close on the emotional spectrum.
So what are you
Anyway,
actually looking for?
Well, we're on a job of sorts, and something was stolen. We need to get it back.
All right. Well, we did see a masked figure near the manor, but as for who can tell you more information about that, I'm going to need a little coin. Information's not cheap.
Nothing is cheap in the city.
I
Not
will.
even directions.
I guess I can't put down a coin, but I'll give like 50 credits.
He just stares blankly at you.
I don't know how much anything's worth here.
You're not from
no,
around here, are you?
no.
That
I
makes
walked
sense.
through the door.
The type of information I have normally costs upwards of 100 gold in the mortal planes.
Ooh.
Fritz raises her hand.
Yes, how can I help you, small fry?
And she like looks down at herself, looks at him. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. What if? Did you seem like a guy who could need people beat up, right? Like, do you ever need people to get beat up for you? Because I can offer those services in exchange for information.
So you're
I'm really
offering
good
a
at it.
barter. Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Okay. 1 second. Let's see. Why? I don't know how Grits is so charismatic, but I'm gonna go with it.
More like
That's a 23.
Okay.
it's more like the charisma of a really terrifying person that you're like,
It's
It's
very-
because she's so unsettling, it's cute.
It's a forceful personality. That's what we're going to call it. So Phelan looks at you and goes, all right, I like you. You got spunk. I'll give you a discounted price. Give me 100 gate credits, and I will introduce you to the one who may be able to give you the best information.
Okay.
That doesn't feel like a
Grits will
discount.
do it.
Considering the fact that it's 100 gate credits versus
What are you saying for?
2,000?
10,000 gate credits, right? 100 gold.
Well, yeah, but he's charging that for information, and this is just an introduction.
well, the
It-
person I
but
have is
it's
reliable.
going to get us
works in the
somewhere.
criminal underworld.
I'm eating the cost. It's fine. It's 100 gate credits. I can do it.
Very well. Here's what you're going to do. See that empty table over there?
Mm-hmm.
Sit there. In about an hour and a half, my contact's going to meet you. Don't say anything stupid. Don't be stupid. You'll get the information you're looking for. Now, if you don't mind, I have to go send a message to my contact.
Grits
Or he
kind of
looks
like
around at the party and is like, this is gonna go great.
Grits is gonna like reach into her bag and pull out like some random scrap of paper and scribble on it and hand it over, and it just says Grits on it. It's just like, listen, if you do need someone beat up, though, that's the closest I got to a card. Sorry, I'm not a professional businessman like some people around here,
It's
apparently.
fine. I've got you. And he flicks a stone to you. I'll be in touch.
Okay.
As the
Touch.
stone hits your hand, you grab it. It turns into a strange tablet-like device, where you would look at it and be like, "Oh, this is made of stone." No, why? What are all these? Why does this thing light up?
Oh no, you just gave Grits something that lights up.
I did. You're welcome. He goes, when I need your assistance, you're gonna hit the green button. You hit the red button,
Okay.
I will find you. And you don't want me to find you.
Green button.
Green button.
What if we're in trouble and we do want you to find us?
Oh,
Yeah.
you won't find me then, I'll find you after. Or what's left of you.
Hmm.
Grits,
Anyway.
see color
Yeah,
art
he
from
don't strike
Blizzard
me as the hero
colorblind?
sort.
So to give you an idea of what Phelan looks like, other
Wait, no,
than
that's
me.
a valid question. Is Grits colorblind?
I mean, no, maybe. All right. Phelan Whisperwind is a slender wood elf with an enigmatic aura. His features carved with a timeless elegance that speaks of ancient wisdom and hidden depths. His emerald green eyes gleam with a mischievous twinkle, hinting at a playful side that lies beneath the calm exterior. His long brown hair cascades in loose waves around his shoulders, framing his angular face and adding to his mysterious allure. He moves with a fluid grace, every gesture is deliberate yet effortless as he dances to a melody only he can hear. Dressed in flowing garments of deep forest green, adorned with intricate silver embroidery, Phelan exudes an air of otherworldly charm that draws others to him like moths to a flame.
Can Grit see which one is the green button and which one is the red button?
Right
Because if she
now,
can't see that,
right now there is no buttons. It's literally a flat screen. You're not even sure what he means by button.
does she normally know the difference between green and red?
Yes,
Or can
she
she
does.
discern green?
Yes.
Okay.
You're not
Okay, because I was
colorblind.
gonna say she would point out that she doesn't know that.
No, this is not dark vision problems. All right. So, with that being said, you all make your way over to the table and you begin your wait. If there's anything that you all wish to attune to, let me know. And with that, we'll pick up next week with the next episode of Tales from the Gate. Thank you all for joining us tonight. And just to give you all a heads up, we will not have game tomorrow. Mike has some personal stuff he needs to take care of. So we will see you all next week. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Bye.